Prehistoric Egypt and Predynastic Egypt span the period from the earliest human settlement to the beginning of the early dynastic period around 3100 BC, starting with the first pharaoh, Narmer for some Egyptologists, Horaha for others, with the name Menes also possibly used for one of these kings. At the end of prehistory, Predynastic Egypt is traditionally defined as the period from the final part of the Neolithic period beginning circa 6000 BC to the end of the Naqada III period circa 3000 BC. The dates of the Predynastic period were first defined before widespread archaeological excavation of Egypt took place, and recent finds indicating very gradual predynastic development have led to controversy over when exactly the Predynastic period ended. Thus, various terms such as Proto-Dynastic period, Zero Dynasty or Dynasty 0, 1, are used to name the part of the period which might be characterized as predynastic by some and early dynastic by others. The predynastic period is generally divided into cultural eras, each named after the place where a certain type of Egyptian settlement was first discovered. However, the same gradual development that characterizes the proto-dynastic period is present throughout the entire predynastic period, and individual cultures must not be interpreted as separate entities but as largely subjective divisions used to facilitate study of the entire period. The vast majority of predynastic archaeological finds have been in Upper Egypt, because the silt of the Nile River was more heavily deposited at the delta region, completely burying most delta sites long before modern times. 2. Paleolithic excavation of the Nile has exposed early stone tools from the last million or so years. The earliest of these lithic industries were located within a 30-meter (100 feet) terrace, and were primitive Acheulean, Abavillian, Shelian, circa 600,000 years ago, and an Egyptian form of the Clactonian, circa 400,000 years ago. Within the 15-meter (50 feet) terrace was developed Acheulean, originally reported as early Mousterian, circa 160,000 years ago, but since changed to Levalloisian. Other implements were located in the 10-meter (30 feet) terrace. The 4.5 and 3-meter (15 to 10 feet) terraces saw a more developed version of the Levalloisian, also initially reported as an Egyptian version of Mousterian. An Egyptian version of the Aterian technology was also located. 3. Wadi Halfa. Aterian point from Zakar, Jelfa region, Algeria. Some of the oldest known structures were discovered in Egypt by archaeologist Waldemar Chmielewski along the southern border near Wadi Halfa, Sudan, at the Arkanate site. Chmielewski dated the structures to 100,000 BC. 4. The remains of the structures are oval depressions about 30 centimeters deep and 2 times 1 meters across. Many are lined with flat sandstone slabs which served as tent rings supporting a dome-like shelter of skins or brush. This type of dwelling provided a place to live, but if necessary, could be taken down easily and moved. They were mobile structures, easily disassembled, moved, and reassembled, providing hunter-gatherers with semi-permanent habitation. 4. Aterian industry. Main article, Aterian. Aterian toolmaking reached Egypt circa 40,000 BC. 4. Kormuzan industry. The Kormuzan industry in Egypt began between 42,000 and 32,000 BP. 4. Kormuzans developed tools not only from stone but also from animal bones and hematite. 4. They also developed small arrowheads resembling those of Native Americans. 4. But no bows have been found. 4. The end of the Kormuzan industry came around 16,000 BC with the appearance of other cultures in the region, including the Gemayan. 5. Late Paleolithic. The Late Paleolithic in Egypt started around 30,000 BC. 4. The Notzlitcotter skeleton was found in 1980 and given an age of 33,000 years in 1982, based on 9 samples ranging between 35,100 and 30,360 years old. 6. This specimen is the only complete modern human skeleton from the earliest Late Stone Age in Africa. 7.